Welcome back to the Foul Scoundrel, everybody. Star Wars Celebration is finally coming to a close, and what a year it has been. Star Wars news bigger than ever. Some ups, some downs, some unexpected news. I hope everybody caught all the celeb interviews. I know I did. I was really excited to see all of them, especially Ian McDiarmid.
I just want to say happy anniversary.
You know what? He was probably my favorite in the interviews. He always stays in character. Of course, Star Wars Celebration wouldn't be anything without Kathleen Kennedy. Oh man. You know, if you know, you know, right? What an entrance that was. And everybody was really, really shocked to see the return of Rey, right? Rey Skywalker. Well, who knows? By the time the new one comes out, they may change her name. That'd be cool if they changed it to like Rey Starkiller. There's one thing I'm going to say really quick about the sequels, and then we'll move on. Is the sequel movies weren't great. They were not intended for the older audience. They were more intended to bring newer audiences in and send a very clear message, whatever that was. But what it did bring was excellent toys and action figures and an awesome amount of cool things to pull from, right? So you have the three stories that were almost independent stories of one another. If you were to make a movie out of just the three movies there, you could. You can make a really good one. You could put some ideas together and bring in some new lore, really bring it together. I'm hoping that's what they do because I like the Rey character. I'm really hoping they kind of expand into the Palpatine story a little and show more of Finn, right? Everybody is kind of wondering what happened to Finn. They left him hanging. He's a Jedi. Is he a Jedi? What's going on there? And plus all the little things. I know there were some people that I talked to about The Last Jedi, right? Folks were just kind of disappointed by that. I actually liked it. It was my favorite out of the new trilogy. But the little boy at the end of the Last Jedi that went to grab the broom and it just right straight to his hand, you know, how can you forget about things like that? All these little things in the movie they put in there they didn't explain. I hope they get a chance to do that, right? All right. Real quick, at the end of the video, I'm going to flash display all of the Star Wars Black Series releases that were shown at the Star Wars Celebration in Europe 2023. And today, I thought we would talk about a couple of action figures that I sort of got into in my last video. Real quick, Rey Starkiller Base. What a wasted opportunity if you missed it. This is I believe it's a Kmart exclusive. I got these on the secondary market. You really can't find them. And when you do, they're not in great shape. But I got a really good, like almost mint Rey. And all the little pieces inside, everything's perfect. Never been opened. And I also, Kylo Ren Starkiller Base. I was so excited to get him. I actually snagged this on the Facebook Marketplace. Box isn't perfect, but it's never been opened, and it's still mint in box, so perfect for me collecting. Not to mention, biggest news of Star Wars Celebration, Hasbro going back on the windowless packaging. We are now getting windowed packaging. So excited, folks! This is going to be like the biggest Star Wars couple of years ever. With Ahsoka, Acolyte, a Skeleton Crew, The Mandalorian in full swing. I absolutely love The Mandalorian. The last episode was a little weird, but you know what? Come on, guys. You gotta love it. It's a great show. Andor's coming out. Hopefully they speed that along a little better. The last season was a little slow for my taste, but it was good. But getting into these action figures, let's check them out really quick. Let's get the rundown for Rey and Kylo, the sequel trilogy dyad diorama Starkiller Base. Okay, straight out of the gate, folks, I apologize for the conditions of the boxes. I had to buy these used. These are Kmart exclusives after all, and they don't sell them anymore, so I had to get them from a second party. So the back of the box, like every Black Series action figure ever, does have a small bio. Ray's reads, Ray is a resilient survivor, a scavenger toughened by a lifetime of dealing with the cutthroats on the harsh desert world of Jakku. Kylo Ren, a quick bio as well. His reads, a dark warrior strong with the Force. Kylo Ren commands First Order missions with a temper as fiery as his unconventional lightsaber. And folks, if anything, that lightsaber is as much of an enigma as Snoke, if you ask me. I wish they would have told how he got it, how he built it. If it was even his to begin with. It was a really neat design. So anyway, let's check out the front of the boxes. Let's start with Rey. Folks, look at this. This is a Daisy Ridley clone in a box. This is an awesome action figure. It comes with its own stand. It comes with its own scenery. You can open these boxes, have glacier scenery that they can stand on, plus a fiery background. This is classic Star Wars action figure dioramas in a box. This is scenes from the movies you just buy. Disney went all out for these action figures just for them not to be very popular. Folks, I bought each one of these for less than $15 a piece. I couldn't believe it. And I understand everybody's feelings about the sequel trilogy, but the toys are amazing. These will be collectors long from now. You need to get them while you can. So, yeah, great likeness to the actress. Great likeness to the Starkiller Base background. I mean, the rocks, right? How hard is it to get rocks? But the extra dimensions that they put in the detail of these stones. Every little crevice. Every little paint stroke. If you look close enough, you can see where it's not just paint. They used a blue translucent plastic to give it that ice effect. It is so really, really cool. So yeah, this is from obviously The Force Awakens, where she has Luke Skywalker's lightsaber and she's fighting Kylo Ren. Let's check Kylo real fast. Again, apologize for the condition of the box, but still, mint character. This one comes with a couple of different accessories. This comes with obviously his cross-tilt lightsaber and a cross-tilt lightsaber that isn't lit up, right? It isn't ignited. So you have a battle-wielding lightsaber, and if you wanted to set it up to where his lightsaber is out of his hand and on the ground, you could, because you have this other one that isn't ignited. He also comes with his own piece of Starkiller Base, which I thought was really interesting. These two pieces go together, okay? You have Kylo Ren and you have the Rey, the ultimate dyad of the Force, as it were. And you have his own part of Starkiller Base that he can stand on. He has two props, both lightsabers. Each action figure is fully posable. It comes with the 27 different manipulations you can do to pose these action figures. They really went all out. The detail is amazing, folks. Now, I wasn't super thrilled with the Kylo Ren character. I just thought there wasn't enough about the character for me to get invested. But these toys, look at his cape at the bottom. Look at that. There's snow on his cape. There's snow on his boots. I mean, this is straight from the movie, man. Whether you liked it or not, it is as accurate as you could possibly get with the Black Series. It's amazing. So yeah, what I really like is you're not going to get this style of action figure in the single, right? You get like the original release of Kylo Ren. I think that was a Walgreens exclusive. I can't remember. Anyway, you're not going to get the snow and all that other cool stuff on his outfit, on his cloak, because it's not from this diorama. This actual scene from the movie. It's so cool. Now let me get the other one up there. All right, now you have the light and the dark, both sides of the dyad together. for the first time in the movie. Both of them face to face, wielding lightsabers. Now, hear me out. I know folks didn't really care for the Rey hero. I wasn't super stoked, but I liked the Rey hero. I like what she brought. Okay, we were so used to seeing kind of a set, almost like a trinity of characters with Han, Luke, and Leia. We're so used to that dynamic. She brought something a little different, and I like that. Now, I wasn't super happy with the sequel trilogy again, but the toys, man, I keep bringing that up. These action figures are just outstanding. Look at the detail they put into it. I'll turn Rey's box sideways real fast. Look at that. That is a three-dimensional item that you can pose, right? You can put it anywhere. These snap together. So when you pull them out of the box, all of these pieces go together. And you can pull the action figures off of their pedestals because, folks, none of these spots that they're standing on right now are pegged. Yeah, they're not pegged. You can move them and pose them, and they'll fit on either side. They really, really thought of the at-home adventures you can have with these action figures. They really thought about the fans and the kids that are going to absolutely go nuts getting these under the Christmas tree or for their birthday. When I found them, I couldn't believe it. I know I'm really late to the game, but I was really excited to have them. I couldn't believe how cheap they were, folks. I think these action figures, these toys, deserve a little more collector respect because of how awesome and how well thought and how thoughtful Hasbro and Disney went into getting all of these action figures put out. And I know merchandising is a really big deal for Star Wars and all things from a galaxy far, far away. Disney spared zero expense getting all the attractions, i.e. a hotel and the Galaxy's Edge theme park and all that, up and running as soon as they could because they knew this was going to bring in some major dough. But as far as the Black Series and everything they're doing with like the Vintage Series and the micro squadrons you see coming out, all the different toys that they have, man, they really spared no expense. It is absolutely amazing. I like how you have this scene, right? And you can pull them out of the box. The backgrounds have this really cool red. If you had like a green screen, you could blend that background with and have your own three-dimensional scene and do a small video with it. I know I have an acquaintance of mine I met through collecting action figures who actually does action figure photography, and he's fantastic. And he always told me, he's like, man, you get some of these action figures that nobody wants, you pull them out of the box, you have these really awesome dynamic pictures because of how detailed these sequel trilogy action figures are. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it a little bit, right? I hope you got to see what I get to see in these action figures. These are truly, truly hidden gems in the Star Wars toy market. Because when I look at all of the new action figures and sets coming out, a lot of it is so... They put in a lot of things are from the Disney Plus series, right? Of course, the hottest thing right now is Star Wars. But I was so let down by the sequel trilogy marketing. I think they kind of could have pulled some of that out of the fire with their marketing, if they're a little more clever, because their toys and their action figures were just so on point. It doesn't get any better than the Rey and Kylo diorama with all the pieces that it comes with, the cardboard background. It just doesn't. And I know collectors now are like, man, I should have picked that up. I talked to an acquaintance of mine, I mentioned a little bit ago, he does photography, action figure photography, and he loves the sequel trilogy action figures. He says, very little lighting. They're some of the most detailed and accurate action figures on the market. And, I got to hand it to them. They really are. As far as Star Wars goes, okay, you see a lot of awesome Black Series action figures detailed to the nines, right? And then you have something about the sequel trilogy and the solo Star Wars story action figures. There's something about those that just have that little something extra, and I want to collect them all before people realize that they are as good as they were originally meant to be, and everybody snags them up. All right, folks. I'm going to flash all the Black Series from Star Wars Celebration 2023 real quick here. And like always, if you like this video and you want to see more content just like this, leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification icon, and you'll be notified as soon as more content is available. And as always, if it is from a galaxy far, far away, you are never far from a good time.